Yes, so thank you very much everyone to join this call and this event. And I'm very specially thankful to Dr. Srividhya Sukumar, who is the project lead, and she started this initiative. And I am also grateful to Professor Ramesh, who joined us as a partner, and everyone else who is on our team, and they are making this event possible. I want to just let you know that I'm in Germany, especially at my daughter's house, so I may not be able to continue the whole event, but I wanted to welcome you all and just share my few thoughts on this call. Recently, just last week, I had an opportunity to go to UN Tech and CTCN meeting, and I heard several interventions from different countries. They were all national activity focal points coming from developing as well as developed countries. And what I heard that technology plays a big role in our climate change. Of course, I agree with that. However, I do not agree where the technology still needs a robust approach and to continue not to contribute to climate change or the carbon emissions. And that is where we are particularly concerned with. And especially to the issue of clean development. And when we are talking about clean development, we know that our economy is especially fluid by it's dependent on the fossil fuel energy generation. So far, we have done so well with the development, and they have the capacity to all sort of capacity for the economic development. However, we do not want to continue with them, and we want to develop a clean mechanism. And therefore, what we are concerned that this change, we will have to change our people who are working in fuel and fossil fuel economy. We will have to offer them different skill, different industry, different sector to play with and to grow as for their economic development. And this is a big challenge, that how we transform these skills. And so I think what is happening, that we need to know the magic of the technologies which have been successful elsewhere in the transformation. For example, South Africa is leading on changing their economy for clean technology, that is in energy sector. They are highly influential or leading their pathways for economic development, and they want to see how they can support. Hello? Is anyone talking? I can't hear anyone. Sorry. Am I speaking to like...
We can hear you, Dr. Renuka. We can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you. All good.
Please go ahead, ma'am. I think we lost Dr. Renuka on the track. And so, Madam Sandhya Balaji, can we start the session, and then Madam Renuka will join us during.
Can you all hear me?
Yes, we do.
A very good evening and greetings of the day if you're on the other parts of the world or the other side of the world. We are all here together with one mission. We can have many friends, we can have many relatives, and family can be many, countries can be many, culture can be many. But we all have only one place to call our very, very own in common, and that is our Earth. And to save this one beautiful planet, even though there are many other planets, this is the only planet that holds us together. This is our mission to bring life and hold on to give this, to save this beautiful place for us and for the generations unborn, to give it in the same exquisite way as it is. Or it could be as more beautiful, however we could. So that is the purpose of our collaboration today, our meeting today, to be called as COP, which is to talk about the climate change which we are facing today due to the various bad actions, or sometimes inadvertent, which were sometimes advertent as well. But this is our time to make up to Mother Nature. May I now request Dr. Srividhya to call Dr. Renuka back, because I think she's already back. She could continue, and then I could talk further about our community partners. Dr. Renuka? Dr. Renuka, would you like to continue?
Yeah, hello. I did not know that you were not able to hear me. So I was a bit confused, but I'm really sorry about the confusion.
We did hear you, but we lost you in between. After you asked, were you able to hear me? Till then, we heard you.
Oh, right. All right. Okay. So that's good. All right. So now there are 3 or 4 debates going on in the world, that what skills and what strengths are required for the clean technology, how we can move towards clean technology, what sectors or what technologies can help us do that, and also how can nature-based solution help us, or whether we can call nature-based solution as our technology. And these are the debates I think we need to explore through this event. And I think Sridevi has very nicely placed into the sequential events, and which I welcome everyone for you to join and make these very constructive debates. And time to time, what I will be doing, that I will share these all videos with our COP connections. I am also been invited by Innovation Hub, UN Innovation Hub, to schedule an event with them at COP, which I will be very soon announcing. So please keep connected, and we will see how we can present ourselves at COP. So this is a great opportunity for GSFN and IGEN and others to join their forces and present our concerns at COP. So I will stop here, and I will leave you all to continue to debate and organize our event. And I'm looking forward to the future, whatever you decide on. And so I will keep in loop. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Thank you, Dr. Renuka. That was very kind of you to join us, even though she was on the vacation. And that's how she's on and off. Over to Madam Sandhya Balaji to welcome our community partners now.
Yes, I, along with Dr. Srividhya, welcome our community partners, GSFN, as we already know, Global Sustainable Futures Network. So as we hear the name, they aim for a sustainable future, and it is based out of the United Kingdom, and it is a collaborative platform, and its initiative is focused on, I beg your pardon, because I think I have a power failure, so probably you can see me, some of you, or maybe not. Yeah, so yes, so they address the global challenges that are the concerns, current concerns, environmental concerns. They bring together diverse stakeholders, businesses and government agencies, and non-profit organizations and individuals to collectively work towards sustainable solutions. We have yet another community partner, which is called the IGEN, even though it is not the IGEN or the, what do you call the netizens generation. My electricity is back. Yeah. So, but yes. Yeah. So the IGEN is working like the IGEN. They are the Institute of Green Engineers Network, who typically facilitate knowledge sharing, collaborations, education, networking, research and development, and all for a very, very clean and green sustainable world. And may I now request Dr. Srividhya to spearhead the show.
Well, moving ahead, we call ourselves as COP. Who is the COP? Anyone who wants to answer, you can. Sri Soumya, Dr. Ishrat, Dr. Ramesh. Who is the COP?
The official name is Conference of Parties.
I know, but still, who is a COP? COP is a policeman who is going to have a watch in the community. Why is he even doing it? To save the community, to protect the community. And so, as Mr. Michael was mentioning, definitely it's a conference of parties. I do agree, definitely. I owe that, okay? I'm there with you, Mr. Michael, don't worry. But still, we have taken our roles as eco-warriors. We're going to protect this community by delivering our goods towards the sustainable developmental goals of UNESCO. So we all stand together on this platform of COP 2030. There was a good question from Dr. Ramesh a couple of days before. Why do you want to call it as 2030 when it is only COP 28? So I had my answer with him saying that we have about 30 targets who are going to be, which are going to be targeted, which we are going to try to achieve by the end of this session. So I have answered Ms. Madam Jessica there, what is going to be the outcome of these sessions. So we have our 30 targets towards which we're going to work together. We're going to brainstorm. We're going to pool in our efforts. We're going to take it forward to the community with all these 30 targets. And also, as we all know in and out of the Sustainable Developmental Goals. And what's the timeline which is being given for the Sustainable Developmental Goals? 2030 we need to achieve it. So there lies our timeline. There is our target of 30. And there is the timeline process, the timeline which has been scheduled for 2030. And that's how we name this session as COP 2030. The Eco Warriors Together 2030 are going to be this plan. As it has been seen over in the social media, it denotes a virtual assembly of the conscientious individuals who are so steadfast on contributing for a social cause. So definitely we are all towards it. And this community exemplifies, as Dr. Sandhya Balaji was mentioning, the essence of one world concept. What's that one world concept? To make our earth green. And which advocates the convergence of the like-minded individuals to work towards the common objective. That's where we are here. So on that note, I'm here to share my screen to talk more about COP 2030. I'm going to do that. Yes, there we are. I may take Madam Sandhya's help to tell me whether my screen is visible.
No, it is still loading.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, now it is.
Yes. So we have finished the welcome. We have finished the community partners. Thanks to each one of you who are represented your community. Say it's GSFN or IGEN. And moving ahead, we are here definitely for delivering for people in the planet. These are the targets of COP27, from where we are going to take it further. I may have to reduce this one a little bit for everyone to have a view. Yes, so we heard Dr. Renuka speaking, and towards the course of the session, Dr. Ramesh also will be joining, will be introducing IGEN members. So a warm welcome to our community partners who have joined us on this session. So what is this conference stands for? That's what is a brief that we're going to take forward towards now. Okay. COP stands for the Conference of Parties. Thank you, Mr. Michael. You're very much right there. It's a series of meetings organized by United Nations Framework Convention on Climatic Change, that is UNFCCC, where the countries that are parties to the convention come together to discuss and negotiate international climate policies and agreements. And the COP meetings are crucial in addressing, as Dr. Renuka was mentioning, global climate change issues and setting international climate policy goals. They provide a platform for countries to review progress, that is, parties assess progress in addressing the climate change and implementing the previous agreements and commitments, negotiate for agreements, that the negotiations often take place during these meetings, leading to the creation of the international climate agreements and protocols. And the most famous of this is the Paris Agreement, which was adopted in COP21 in 2015. Therefore, we make decisions with parties on various climate-related issues, including mitigation, reducing greenhouse gas emissions, adaptation, building resilience to climate impacts, and talking about finance supporting for the developing countries, and also about the technology transfer. We heard just now Dr. Renuka mentioning these points. And what we are going to set as targets, our countries may update their emission reduction targets and make pledges to combat climate change during these conferences. And we also will try and contribute to it during our session. So the COP meetings normally occur annually and are numbered sequentially, with each conference being referred to it by its number. For example, COP26 took place in Glasgow, Scotland, it was 2021, and it was a significant event in the global effort to combat climate change. And COP27 was in Paris, and this year COP28 is going to happen in UAE. So COP meetings are essential moments in the global effort to address climate change, as they provide a forum for countries to come together, share information, negotiate agreements, and make commitments to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and limit global warming. So COP 2030 refers to the 28th Conference of the Parties of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. So moving ahead, our COP projects, what are it going to be? We'll be talking about renewable energy projects, reforestation and afforestation, adaptation initiatives, energy efficiency programs, climatic finance initiatives, technology transfer and capacity building, carbon offset projects, climate education awareness, climate research and data collection, policy and advocacy. And these projects can be funded and implemented by the government, by the respective government in your own country, with international organizations, non-governmental organizations, and private companies and other stakeholders as well. So how far we are going to reach there with the vision and mission. This is going to be the vision and mission of COP 2030, that is enhancing national climatic action plans. Thereby we contribute nationally determined contribution to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, phase out coal, that one of the key objectives to secure commitments from countries to phase out unabated coal power and substantially reduce fossil fuel subsidies. So this is crucial for reducing emissions from most carbon intensive energy resources. So nature-based solutions as such will become sustainable, such as reforestation and sustainable land management and mitigating climatic change and protecting the environment thereby. And limiting global warming is, of course, the world's collective commitment to limiting global warming. We are there with global solidarity, as we are going to have youth engagement. Thereby you can see in our session that a lot of youth ambassadors have been added to the team, and they are going to play a very vital part in adaptation resilience part of it, and also talking about climate finances as well, to support those countries which will need our support. So this is how we are, and this is the vision and mission of COP 2030. and such that we have streamed out our program over to Madam Sandhya Balaji. Thanks for this opportunity. Hope I've done my part very well. And so, Madam Sandhya, I'm going to continue sharing my screen so that you will be able to read out the program schedule on the screen. Is that okay, Madam Sandhya?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. Please do
go
share.
ahead.
Yeah, we here as part of COP 2030 have launched ourselves today successfully, I hope. And yes, definitely, we have been launching ourselves successfully in a couple of minutes. We are beginning this movement of the next couple of weeks to deliberate, discuss, debate, and collaborate. On 8th of October, we will talk about climate adaptation. The climate change is here, and we are all seeing it. Wildfires, floods, droughts, rising temperatures, and rising sea levels as well. So how we can combat these changes and what we can do to protect the earth, our very own one home. And then next, we will move ahead and deliberate on the vitamin M. If we want to have climate resilient infrastructure, finance plays a very, very vital and key role. So how to bring about the finances and how globally countries can collaborate and bring about the change in the entire world is going to be our topic of deliberation on 22nd October. Definitely, when we're talking about renewable energy, it is not only an option, but it is also a part of the solution of whatever climate change or climate adaptation that we are looking at. So how we can power a safer future with renewable energy is going to be our talk on 22nd October. The next week, we will talk about what we need to do for a livable climate. It is our topic is titled as For a Livable Climate, Net Zero. But yes, it is not just net zero. It demands 100% or a little even more to bring about that livable climate. On 5th of November, we will talk about loss and damage and the moral implications of the same. On the 12th of November, definitely biodiversity, which is an important aspect of our environment, needs to be discussed and deliberated as to how we have to go about saving up our beautiful earth and keeping it green where it has to be green and blue where it has to be blue, and also support all the life forms. And on 19th November, we will call it a grand finale, and we will discuss and deliberate of what can be the outcome of whatever we have done the previous weeks to bring about that change that we all have begun to see. Thank you. That's it from me.
Thank you, dear. So moving ahead, that was quite comprehensive, Madam Sandhya, of bringing about the scheme of 2030. Now I need to stop sharing my screen. Overall, warm welcome to all the team members. There you can see Dr. Renuka as the Program Director representing Global GSFN, and we have Dr. Ramesh and Dr. Sandil Kumar. A warm welcome to you, sir, representing IGEN as the Program Directors, and the Program Coordinator from GSFN is going to be Madam Ranjana Hardalka, and the Program Coordinators from IGEN are going to be Dr. E. Kavita and Dr. Ishrat. I'm sorry, I got Ishrat. I'll change it later. Anyway, a warm welcome to all the ladies there. And we have the Program Coordinator from GSFN, Mr. Nadeem Shaheen Sultan as well. So, though I don't think so, he has joined us for the session. A warm welcome to you, sir. And we have Mohammed Hassan Karam as a Youth Ambassador of GSFN, and we have Youth Ambassador from IGEN, Mr. Faiz Niranjan and Sri Soumya, and we have seen both of them there. So moving ahead, we have given the roles and responsibilities of all the team, and we know exactly what we are supposed to do. As Madam Sandhya Balaji was mentioning, 8th October is going to be climatic adaptation, 15th October is going to be finance climate action, 22nd October is going to be renewable energy powering a safer future, and 29th October for a livable climate, net zero commitments must be backed up with a credible action. And 5th November, we're going to talk about loss and damage, a moral imperative to act. And 12th November, we're going to talk about biodiversity, the strongest natural defense against climatic change. So there we go. And so with we welcome all speakers to join us on board for all these sessions and contribute towards its rational. I'm sorry, Sandhya Balaji, I think again, once again, the phone is on.
Yes, unforeseen rains and climate adaptation is needed here as well.
A very, very live example of
it is just not the season to have heavy rains here in the place where I live, which is Kerala. And it has been raining cats and dogs for the last couple of days. And today's been like very bad. In fact, I was worried if I would be able to join the sessions itself.
Thank you so much. Also, now the session is going to be taken over by Dr. Ramesh. Welcome, Dr. Ramesh.
Thank you, Dr. Srividhya. So very happy
to hear from you more about IGEN and your team. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, and congratulations to Dr. Srividhya, who taken initiative to have to be part of SDG 17 partnership for the goals. We all are here for a common cause event we call COP 2030. It is very happy note, rightly pointed out by Srividhya. We had a couple of sessions next 4 to 5 weeks, and finally some part of recommendation we are planning to give it to COP 28. So this is the idea. So we are appreciate the idea, and we can collectively able to contribute, get some very good speakers, discuss in the meetings, so that we can able to come out with some conclusion. Some maybe we can call like 9-point agenda like that, 9-point resolution like that. We can give back to the COP 28 team. And if there is a possible, there is one member from each our partners can participate in COP 28 also. So that also we can check whether there is a possibility, so that it is good that we are not only doing the session in the online, we can represent there and present there. And when we talk about the Institution of Green Engineers, we are very happy that a part of it we already started contributing for the climate change. So all the projects, all the actions mostly related to the climate action. So we normally call our Institution of Green Engineers working for the Sustainable Development Green Goals. We call it as green goals. There is 9 goals are there, which is entirely for the green. In that angle, we are working. We actually working in the part of the 4 to 6 criteria. We call it as the IGEN Energy Saving Club. So we call it as IGEN NSA Club. We have presently 32 NSA clubs in southern India. What is the concept is how to motivate the youth engineers in the college, in the engineering college. These 32 all are engineering college. How we can able to motivate them and make the village energy conservation village. So that is the idea. So presently we have 2,500 students in that, and 150 faculty members, which we are training them. They are going back to the villages, going back to the people across their area, and creating the awareness for energy conservation. You all know that we are already having a concept of saving 1 unit per day. So this concept they are promoting there. This is one part. Second part is we have 5 projects are going on. IGEN SDG projects. We call it as IGEN SDG projects. So in that we have Energy 99 Challenge, where our Sendil Kumar is going to give little more explanation on that. We have a talk for SDG. Our Ishrat Meera is going to give explanation on that. Another 3 projects, IGEN Water Bank and IGEN Cycle for Green and IGEN Battery. So this is the event, this is a project, this is entirely projects. So the students or faculty members or industry people, they will come forward, they will join this project, and each and every project we particularly given certain amount of hours they have to work for green. starting from minimum 20 hours they need to work till 200 hours, 300 hours they have to work in energy or create awareness or for implementation. Then they are eligible for certifications. They are eligible for awards. They are eligible for medals. Like that only it is there. That is one part. Second, another part in the innovation, we have a concept of IGEN Innovation Consortium. So through that IGEN Innovation Consortium, we have two parts. One is for school kids. We are motivating them for innovation in the form of IGEN Young Green Innovators Army, where our Dr. Kavita ma'am is in charge for that, head for that. She will give more detail on that. Another, we are having a IGEN Patent 99. The concept of Patent 99 is to, within another 4 or 5 years, 99 patent to be filed towards the innovation on green. So in that angle, and madam is working on that. There is another 10 teams are working. So this is one. Another part, we have various conferences. So we have IGEN Energython, IGEN Environthon. Energython is related to Earth Day based conference. Environthon is for Environmental Day based conference. IGEN Conservathon, it is related to Energy Conservation Day. Like that, couple of conferences are there. So this also finally contributing for energy, but it linked with the, climate actions. Like that, I can tell another 4 or 5. So the whole collectively, what is the idea is the anywhere it is linked to the climate action. So I'm happy that already we are contributing back to the society in the form of climate action solutions, and through that we can make it now the people together. So that is always best. That is the reason we all are here, and lucky through our conference only Dr. Srividhya connected with us. One day Niranjan and Krishna called me. So I thought, so that is what normally the good people always connect in with a good connected circle. That is what my thought process. The reason is, when Niranjan called me, I thought maybe some student are like that, calling like that. Then only I know that about Srividhya. Then I checked in the internet like that. So there is no ego like that. It is there. So because they are students, and she is doing very good activities in the societies like that. So thank you so much, and I now would like to invite Dr. Ishrat Meera Mishra. She is the head for IGEN Talk for SDG. So Madam will then invite Sendil Kumar sir, so that we can able to have the IGEN activities towards climate action.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, team, for this opportunity. As sir said, I'm heading this Talk for SDG project. Basically, like in our country especially, the awareness about SDGs is lacking. Before doing some project, it's important that we create the awareness among the community. It's not just about the students, but each and every individual. If they know about it, then we can have the working towards the project will be easier for us. So in this process, we have categorized as of now 3 categories, like institution or a team or an individual can contribute. So with respect to it, already in the phase 1, we had posted 100 plus videos by various students from various parts of the colleges and mostly it is from South India, but we are trying to reach across the globe also, because some of the across the globe videos are also there in this 100 videos. So that is how we are trying to reach. In this phase 2 project, we are trying to have an institution wherein we can have an ambassador representing, and like it's like one person will try to create this awareness among 5 more members, and those 5 more members will try to create the awareness. It will be like a chain action. So once this chain reaction happens, then only we can have an integrated approach, and wherein we can execute projects which can be related to any of this SDG goals. But as sir said, IGEN works towards 9 goals, and our focus is mostly with respect to it. And already we have this NSAVE clubs, wherein their focus is on SDG 7, 9 and 13. 13 is also with respect to the climate change. Though we say that there are 17 SDG goals, all the goals are interrelated. We cannot say they are distinguished ones. So, but for the better understanding, for the approach towards each one of them, we try to work. So this is the project which we are working on. Like we have in this, as I said, like different categories are like SDG organization, then we have SDG diplomat, and also SDG promoter. So with respect to it, we try to give this various orders with respect to the project order certification or the SDG organization. Then we have SDG ambassadors, and the various awards are also considered based upon their involvement, how successfully they are trying to initiate their work and how they are executing the project of creating the awareness. Thereby, we have the recognition for each category. That's the brief about the Talk for SDG project. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I'd like to invite our IGEN director, Dr. Sendil Kumar. Yes, Sendil Kumar. He is the Assistant Executive Engineer of Tamil Nadu Electricity Board. Welcome, Sendil, sir, to give you the brief on the Energy 99 Challenge project.
Thank you, sir. Very nice to meet you. Good evening to one and all. It is an absolute privilege to join you today to discuss a topic that is not only close to my heart, but are also essential for the well-being of our planet and future generations, sustainability and energy savings. In a world where the environment is under increasing stress and our resources are finite, the urgency of this conversation cannot be overstated. Sustainability is not a buzzword. It is a way of life, a guiding principle that should permeate every facet of our existence. And one of the most crucial aspects of sustainability is energy savings. Energy savings are not merely about cutting costs. They are about preserving the very lifeblood of our planet. Our energy consumption, primarily driven by fossil fuels, has fueled climate change, polluted our air and water, and threatened countless species with extinction. It is a high time that we recognize our role in this crisis and take action. Here are some key points to consider as we delve into the importance of energy saving in the context of sustainability. That is, one is the environmental stewardship, and next is a resource preservation, and third is a economic benefits, and fourth, technological innovation, and fifth is a global responsibility. Global responsibility, energy consumption knows no borders. By reducing our energy usage, we can contribute to global efforts to combat climate change. International collaboration is a key to addressing this global challenge. So, how can we practically implement energy savings in our lives and work towards a sustainable future? The objective of our IGEN has implemented the project. The objective of the project is 9 mantras to 99 public in 99 days with outcome to save 36,000 units per year. What are the 9 mantras for save 1 unit per day? Switch off the 9 mantras are: number 1, switch off the equipment after use, and 2, regular cleaning of AC filter and use natural lighting, and 3rd, use star rated equipment, 4th, use of a LED steady lamp, and 5th is a regular cleaning of the refrigerator, and 6th, usage of heavy equipment in off-peak hours, avoid leaving the equipment in standby mode, optimal temperature setting and water usage, and 9th is a final, replace the maximum utilized light with a solar LED. From this project, we are implemented was 2 years, and we have to save implementation the green 9 mantras in your home and start save 1 unit per day, contribute 7 liters of water per day to Mother Earth. This is our IGEN big challenge to the public, and then I will complete that. In closing, let us remember that our actions today will define the world we leave behind the future generation. Embracing energy savings as a core principle of sustainability is not just an option, it is an imperative. It is our duty to protect the planet, conserve resources, and create a more prosperous and sustainable future for all. Thank you, and may we all embark on this journey towards a more sustainable and energy efficient world with passion and determination. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Sendil. Kumar sir. Dr. Srividhya, actually, one of our session you made it renewable energy. In that you can invite Dr. Sendil as the moderator to call some top experts in India. Maybe like Orissa director, he is having lot of connectivity with all the very top people in India. He can call 3 or 4 people, and we can take some important point related to COP, maybe 28, related to energy, renewable energy, and they will discuss and they will come forward with some 3-4 action point in that.
Thank you, Dr. Sendil. I'll add you in the group, and then we can take over. I will make it.
Okay, thank you.
Representing IGEN.
Thank you, and I'd like to invite Dr. E. Kavita, Head of IGEN Young Green Innovators.
Thank you, sir. Very good evening to one and all present here. I am Dr. Kavita, Head of IGEN Young Green Innovators Army, and also very glad to be the program coordinator for this conference, COP 2030. I'm very much privileged and grateful to Dr. Ramesh and Dr. Srividhya Sukumar for giving me this opportunity. Just I'm going to brief about this IGEN Young Green Innovators Army. Our Young Green Innovators Army, it is a group of innovators of nearly 50 students from all over India, and we have started in the year 2021. And the main objective of this is to develop the patentable product by innovators team and to create the awareness on innovation with the school children and to implement the lively green projects to the society. The Young Green Innovators Army is going to be after-school program, and it is designed to give the students a hands-on training and integrated approach to STEM through projects and experiences that could engage the students in most of the scientific process in extraordinarily exciting ways. The students will be given various opportunities to experience all the features and fun that is expected of a club with valued support from academic institutions. We are having a lot of activities in our Young Green Innovators Army. Actually, we are giving 10 challenges to kindle the creativity. The action of the Army started with a series of 10 challenges related to technology and innovation. By completion of each challenge, we are giving the innovators will be credited a lot of coins in the piggy bank, and they will receive the challenge completion certificate from IGEN. And second one is regular live events, that is Kids Confab also. The innovators, they are the speakers of this confab, briefing about the 17 SDG goals. And third one is sharing of technological information, idea presentation, competition also we have done, and practical training program. So on behalf of IGEN as a head of Young Green Innovators Army, I'm happy to be the part of this team of innovators. And I'm very proud to say that our team, we have classified the team into four teams. That is, one is the clean air and water, self-sustainable smart transport, then self-sustainable agriculture, waste to wealth. So these 4 teams, they work together, and finally they have come with a patent, idea patent, and we find the patent. Now it is a process. Yeah, thank you, Ramesh sir, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I have a quick note from Piyush Niranjan about the IGEN YPC, Young Professional Community. In a minute, you can just explain.
Yeah, of course, sir. Good evening to all. This is IGEN Niranjan, Secretary of MGR IGEN InSave Club and Youth Ambassador of the COP 2030. Myself and Hariharan recently we have started the YPC, Young Professional Committee with the IGEN. In this, chairman of IGEN YPC is the Ashish Kumar, Service Delivery Manager at TCS. In this YPC, we are conducting the international online event. In this event, several international speakers gives a seminar about the topic of green. Until now, we have 25 members from all over India to coordinate this event, international event smoothly. And we are receiving the applications through that members. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is
Soumya, Sri Soumya. Macha Vijay Kumar. Soumya.
Sir?
Yes.
Yes,
Soumya,
sir.
you can give. Soumya, you can give little views on the recently you conducted the STG Ethos.
Okay, sir. I learned many experience. I learned many things in the while conducting the event, and how to coordinate with other peoples also. I'm learning for that, and this is very useful for me. Also, how to learn these things, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Soumya. And Macha Vijay Kumar. Vijay Kumar.
he is in out of station, I think.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Srividhya. Over to you.
Thank you, IGEN team. Thanks. That was a very elaborate introduction, quite comprehensive of all your projects that you have been working in your country. And we would like to take the inputs, as Dr. Ramesh was mentioning during the course that was delivered, that he would like to really take forward his projects at the global level, and we'll see how best we can just work with all other countries as well. Madam, we have another person, Madam Ranjana Harlalka.
Yes. Hi. Good morning. Good evening.
Welcome to
Greetings
you,
to
ma'am.
everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, yes, actually, GSFN, like Dr. Renuka started the show since you have joined in. I thought I will just brief you on exactly what has happened. Dr. Renuka briefed about GSFN projects and the team. However, we are left with Madam Jessica, who is yet to speak on GSFN, and also over to you. Please, we welcome you on board. Please, you can talk about your role with GSFN and what you're doing, and exactly what is your contribution so far.
Actually, I am an educator in Assam, which is the northeast part of India. And basically, my subject is maths. And like my role here is the project director. So basically, I am leading the projects in my school, which are based on SDG. So I started with different projects. Beginning, I started with 6 students. So now, like we are having a capacity of 1800 plus students. So now I'm having a team of students around 800 plus students who are very passionate about SDGs, and time to time we keep on getting we are participating in different global projects where my students are actively involved, as well as apart from that, like we are creating, like, because our northeast part is basically a part of the country where people are not very much, though schools are doing a lot of work which are related to SDGs, but actually they are not very aware of the role of students or aware of SDGs. So what we are thinking, we are trying to build an awareness regarding SDGs, because I feel the schools are already doing it. So if they can streamline the various work which are done in the schools, whether it's school assemblies or the activities, or whether it's a community work, if we can relate it to SDGs, and then if the schools move forward, then it will give students also a streamline how and in which direction they have to go. Apart from that, I feel the students are the best conveyor of the SDGs, because they are the one who need to take it further and need to help us and the world to meet Agenda 2030. Thank you.
Thank you so much. As you rightly said, learning doesn't stop with the walls of the classroom. It is just beyond the classroom, and whatever the student remembers beyond those 4 walls of the classroom is actual learning. Actually, what the child has learned. It's definitely relating education to life is one of the key factors of the whole process of education, what is involved about. And we have just gone away the ages of saying that education is a preparation for life, which is no more, and which is actually the life itself, as you rightly mentioned. Thanks to you. And well, we are left with Madam Jessica. Yes, Madam Jessica, please take over.
Yes, hello. Good afternoon from over here in Nigeria. Good evening to you. So what I predominantly do is in green energy researching, and luckily I've been able to undergo some papers for UNITA and the International Gas Union. And through all these processes, I have noticed that the number one thing is to bridge social capital. Now, what does this mean? It means that we need to get every level of the facets of society. So we're talking from the national level, the international, the institutional, the universities, to the regional, to even the individual, informal learning. And like Dr. Srividhya said, it starts outside the four walls. That's when the learning truly starts. That's when you can truly implement what you have learned. And I think once we start mobilizing, whether it's our youth, the elderly, the indigenous that are not quite aware of climate change to the extent that it's going on, although they do feel it the most, we will begin to really push forward in our 2030 agenda that we have placed for ourselves. We will begin to fulfill our 30 targets. And I do think that these meetings that we will have will be a great foundation. And hopefully for years to come, it will be a source of knowledge and information for more. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Jessica. So kind of you, because Madam Jessica is traveling. And so she was so kind enough to join the session. And that's why she couldn't keep the video on. However, it is, we could hear her speak. And that was so kind of you. Very nice of you, ma'am. Yes, we are coming to the closure of the session now. Before we close, we have our guest, Mr. Michael Rada is here. Well, thanks to you, Mr. Michael Rada, joining us for the session. I'm so happy to have you here. Well, I'm going through your questions, which you have brought in my chat box. And before we have our answers, I would like to pose the questions back to you so that you will be able to guide us, and we'll take your inference and take it forward from there. Thank you so much. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. I was really happy to be with you today. And we know with Dr. Renuka for a long time. And I did not mention generally, but I share my business card. You know, when I introduce myself, my name is Michael Rada, I am a human. And that's the only title I'm using. Because you have proof that humans will make the change. And this is why it's so important that all of you first start with you, then become the role models of all the others, which will follow. And unfortunately for me, you know, the aim of every single COP from the first one should be to be the last COP needed. But instead of that, we are hearing that the next one will come and the next one and the next one. But as you explained, the 2030, I do understand what is your aim. And it is very important that this aim will be combined with the intention that this is the last one COP needed, because then the situation will change. So let's work all together in harmony. And if anyone would like to connect with me in the chat are the details. The best start with LinkedIn, because, you know, for me, I'm leading 116 countries at the moment. So it's the best way, and let's work together. Thanks a lot for the time, and let's do it for a better future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Michael Rada. Yes. So anybody would like to add something? Mr. Srividhya Sukumar and Ms. Jasmine Front. Well, so thank you so much. So that was a quite, I think we have launched it in a very nice way. As we have been posting, we have been asking people to join us. We would like to have speakers on board with us for the respective sessions according to the schedule which has been shared already. And so the same topics will go on, as I told you, whether to cover this 30 targets segregatedly with all the 6 pointers that have been shared already with everyone. So we'll have more speakers, more inferences, more deliberations. And so, as I mentioned, let's see how best we can just contribute towards the policies of the sustainability and how to take it forward. So let's start working together. And as we invite the speakers, one thing is that, as IGEN was mentioning, I would be very happy to have the speakers come on board saying that I have done this, I worked with this group, I've done this, my contribution is this. So if we are going to have a scaling up on contributions very clearly with all the measures exactly, so that makes it very easier for us. That makes it easy for us to adapt whatever they are contributing, if it is applicable in our country, in our environment, we can just pick it up from there. So we would like to have some kind of a video clipping as well during the presentation saying that I have worked on this and this has worked, this has helped me, so that I would like to implement. Say, for example, I would like to quote an example here. For example, if you're talking about water conservation, I hail from India. In India, there was a project which is called as rainwater harvesting. That means every single house, we were asked to have the rainwater being stored in a tank, and then it is being utilized in the same house facility. So something like that, we have done it in our session, in our home. Say, for example, now I'm living in UAE. UAE, as you see, it's a desert. It's just a desert. Anybody would say that. If you come over here, you can just feel our lips are being with the sand. It's like that. It's desert. It's an actual desert. But we have grown crops over here. It's an achievement. It's an achievement for acres and acres of land. Before last year, before a couple of years, it was only trading for all these crops. But now it's no more trading. We have done agriculture. We are growing our own crops. So if anything to be shared on that goal, saying that, okay, fine, we have worked on this. Say, for example, for financial management, if you have contributed in your part of the world, taking forward the financial literacy, as Madam Jessica was mentioning, taking it financial literacy, we always think that children should start talking about finance only when they come to the year of 13 and 14 or even adolescent. Why? As soon as they are born, they should be educated about finance. They should know how to handle money. So if you have worked on such projects like that, and so that we would like to take it, replicate it to the country, replicate it to the community, so that we can start, taking it forward to the community, whichever country as well, as long as we are in compliance terms with the requirements and the norms. So that's where we are. So once again, we are so happy to unite with you all. I'm so happy to see you all on this board. And I'm sure that every week we are going to have what to say? I'm running out of words to call those sessions. That shows that how much I'm expecting from this forum. And so I'd like to have more and more very quality presentations such that we mean what we say. Because today, this session, especially the launch, what is the main reason behind? Because we wanted to commemorate Gandhi Jayanti. Mahatma Gandhi is a person who is well known in the world. And when I say Mahatma Gandhi, one thing which comes to my mind, that is, be the change that you wish to see. If you want to change the society, let the change start from you. You are the person who is going to just example the change and take it forward to the community. It's not just talking and talking. Do it and show it. A leader knows the way and he shows the way. So you be a leader where you know the way and you show the way to others to follow. So such that we be the change that we wish to see in the society, we carry forward to the society, we carry forward to the community. But on that note, everybody's consent, I would like to dedicate this launch for our Mahatma Gandhi. Thank you so much, Madam Srividhya Balaji. You have the liberty to Hello? Yes.
Yeah. So, yes, we all, as a conclusion, what I wanted to say is already worded by Dr. Srividhya. We all should see and be this change, what we wish to see. And yes, just like there's only, we've heard a saying that charity begins at home, but I would say learning and implementation also begins at home. So let us be the role models. Let us show that we can and we have done. I would also like to quote here, Jasmine France has also put in a message that she's not able to unmute, and she has said that this is a noble cause. She has just voiced us out. And yes, as a conclusion, we are all part of this Mother Nature. I also read Mr. Michael Rada's message. A zero waste world is also something that we should be discussing here. And yes, we all can do that. And it is a wonderful idea. And all I need to say is Mother Nature knows her way. So let us take good care of her. Let us not burden her with our thoughts, but share and pour her with all our love and good actions. So whatever we give to her, she's a mother. When you give something to a mother, you only get back double. So let us do all the good to reap the double benefits from Mother Nature. And we don't have to have slogans like Save Earth in the future. Rather, as Mr. Rada said, we should be saying like our Earth is good and great forever. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you. So, thank you, one and all. Hope to see you next Sunday.
Yes.
So excited
Until next Sunday.
Until next Sunday.
Yeah.
So until next Sunday, it's we signing off. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you all. It was wonderful meeting you all and looking forward for
Thank you all.
the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely looking forward to the sessions.
Have a nice time. Free of waste and wasting in all its forms. Stay safe, free, and be human.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. True.
Bye-bye.